Hey, welcome back. It's been a while, man. We got Nick back on the pod. Nick was
Yes,
good, bro.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. For the people who don't know, Nick, before you moved to North Carolina, man, where was you born and raised, bro? Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Oh, let me throw it on for the one time.
Yes, let's do it. Hey, there we go.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey, man, listen. Knicks versus Hawks first round, bro. CJ McCollum and the Hawks, they beat the Knicks back-to-back games, like dog fights, and they're just like, yo, another year. The Knicks looking mad disappointed, man. Like, why do we put our faith in this team? Mikal Bridges don't come back to New York. Like, we about to just trade you. We're gonna throw you off an island. Like Carl Towns, it's like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, damn, I knew Brunson couldn't lead a team to a championship. And what happened, man? What
And they turned
happened?
it on. They turned it
They
on,
beat them
man.
by 20. They beat them by 20. And how many points did they beat them by in game six, bro?
Oh my! It was like 50. Wait, no, it was like 40 something.
Yeah, it was like 52, I think.
Yeah.
Like, and after that, man, it's been up. They played the Sixers. The Sixers literally came back from 3-1 against the Boston Celtics. And then what happened against New York? New York swept them. And then Cleveland was the preseason favorite to be number one seed in the East. This is gonna be the year that Donovan Mitchell finally make it to the finals, bro. Like they traded Darius Garland for James Harden. They got Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. What the Knicks do, bro? Game one, they're down 22, and everybody like, man, like the Cavs finally figured them out. They ain't figured them out, bro. Knicks
Nah.
swept them. And then, and what did they?
Analytically though,
And
analytically the Cavs
Cleveland,
won. Hey,
hey.
analytically the Cavs won, bro.
And then what they say, bro? What they say?
They said,
Whoever
"Oh,
whoever wins the West, bro, they gonna kill the Knicks, bro. Like the real finals is the Thunder versus the Spurs. Like those are two best teams in the league. It doesn't matter who come out. Like whoever comes out, they're gonna beat the Knicks. And if the Thunder came out, the Knicks was gonna get swept. If the Spurs came out, the Spurs gonna win in 4 or 5. And then what happened, bro? Everybody better than Brunson until it's
it
time to
was
be
time to
better
be
than
better than
Brunson.
Brunson."
Tell them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, how do you feel, man? Did you see this in the summer, or when did you think the Knicks could actually do it? I know you put money on it, but when did you think the Knicks could actually win the
After
finals?
after watching last year, them losing in the Eastern Conference Finals, I knew they'd be back. I knew they'd be back. The roster was
It was too
they
good.
made yeah, it was good already, and they made the little extra pieces that they needed to get them over that hump to have them win the finals. And everyone played clutch minutes in the run. I mean, everyone had their days, but Brunson, man, that dude was not letting nobody beat him. He was taking that chip. He wanted it. You could tell.
Literally. And I mean, so remember last year they lose to the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, which looking back, it's like that loss isn't as bad as it seemed out to be because the Pacers took the Thunder to 7 games.
Mhm.
And like the Pacers could have maybe won that game if Alvarez tears Achilles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And during the offseason, the Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau, which is crazy because Tom Thibodeau literally had the Knicks looking like they're looking good again, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But shout out to Tom Thibodeau because he conditioned these guys to play all these minutes. Look at Wimbayama. He'll hit 30 minutes. That man be gassed. Like he had no
Mhm.
legs. Like the Spurs led every game, bro, with 2 minutes left. And how you lose 4 of those 5 games if you lead in every game with 2 minutes? Because them guys were tired, man. Like the only dogs the Spurs had was literally Castle and Harper. But the
Right.
Knicks, Hart, Brunson, OG Anunoby, man. Hey, Jose Alvarado that one game. You know what I'm saying? Carl Anthony
Hey,
Towns, dogs.
Shout out Cat for locking
Shout
that
out
one game
Cat,
few
bro.
games. Yeah, yeah,
Literally. And Mitchell
yeah,
Robinson too, man. Them offensive
yeah.
rebounds were huge.
Big.
Huge, man. So
And
shout out to the city,
the
man.
moves that just happened from the draft, Knicks traded all away all their picks for cash, so they're looking to keep the same roster and just run it back. And I like that. I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah, I ain't like Dolan saying that he wouldn't go in the second apron to give Towns like the max, but hopefully they'll figure it out. But
I'm
shout out
hoping
like
Towns takes a page out of Brunson's book and
Brunson's
takes some
book.
more cuts,
Hey,
so they can keep the squad going for a few more
that's what I'm
years.
saying.
That'd be pristine right there.
Because I think it'd be Towns And then I'm assuming probably Hart be up next, Hart or Bridges, because I know Anunoby still got a couple years left on his deal.
Yeah,
So
I don't think
and
Hart and Bridges are getting crazy contracts though.
Hart
But I
shouldn't.
could be wrong.
Bridges, I don't know. It depends on who has the money, I guess.
Right.
But the Knicks, man, like literally, even though I'm a Celtics fan, bro, like, I was so hyped for New York. Like New York need is like basketball need New York to be good, man.
For real. They were in a drought for all sports, bro. All championships in a long drought. That just
Was the
stayed the
last chip the
same.
Giants or no?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last ship was the Giants. It's been a long time, man. 53 years for the Knicks, bro.
Oh,
That's insane when you think about it.
that's what I'm saying.
We're not gonna bring
Uh,
my Jets into this, bro, because they got a long way to go. But,
hey, what about that third team in New York though? Hey, Bills Mafia.
hey, I don't
Hey,
know if that's really included in the New York sports, but
yeah,
yeah.
nah. Yeah. Oh wait, so I want to ask you though, bro. What was the first Knicks team you remember like pulling for? Like
Oh
was it
shoot,
was it pre Carmelo like Nate Robinson, Eddie Curry? Like who we talking?
I didn't start watching until like 2015, so it was definitely Melo when Melo was on the squad.
Oh,
I mean, I've
Melo,
always
Young
been a huge Melo
Porzingis.
fan. Yeah, yeah. They had
Okay.
Porzingis, they had Melo, they had D Rose, Courtney Lee.
Joakim Noah.
Hey, shout out to my high school, bro. Clay Anthony Early went to my high school.
See, shout out.
Oh, you got Ron Baker, bro.
Syracuse legend right there. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Hey,
It was a
elite pool
crazy
right there.
squad. Joakim Noah, yeah, Joakim Noah.
I
Oh
remember
my
when the
god,
Knicks gave
bro.
Joakim Noah like a $72 million deal, bro. I was like,
That was when the NBA got that big bump in salary cap.
yes,
They were just
bro.
dealing out contracts, bro. They're like, you get a contract, you get a con. It was crazy,
That was
but
crazy.
yeah, I'm happy to see hit coming from that to getting all the way here. The squad they have now is so good,
Thousand
so
times
balanced.
better.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I can't remember. I think it was the year they traded Melo to OKC. They was playing like Kevin Knox. Damn, who was the guards? I
Frank
feel
Frank
bad.
Ntilikina,
They was not giving up on bro, man. And
Noah
remember
Vonleh, bro.
they sent Porzingis to Dallas, and it was like, yo, like Porzingis was literally just an all star. Like he was an all star. It was averaging like 27,
They said,
bro.
get out of here, bro. We don't want any good players.
And like I remember Derrick Rose went missing for like 2 weeks. They was like nobody get in touch with Derrick Rose right now. That was a crazy Knicks time, man. Like
Yeah, that
damn.
was yeah. That will go down in history for sure, for
And then
sure.
you got to think like you kind of transition a little bit, and like really the first good player they got after Porzingis was All Star was Julius Randle. Like Julius
Yeah,
Randle, he was literally like second team All NBA, which was crazy. But when they got Randall, they brought in Thibs, and then they had signed Brunson. That's when it was like, hey, like slowly, like piece by piece, bro. Like, was it? If I remember correctly, I think it was Hart was their second. He got traded from
yeah.
the
Hart
Blazers,
Hart came from the Blazers. They traded for him at the trade deadline,
and
and then
then
they
did they get?
brought
I think they got Anunoby in December
mhm.
because
and
the
they
Raptors
brought
was like they're not
him
giving him an extension,
in the off season, and then I'm pretty sure they traded for Bridges at the around the deadline too.
and that's when the big overpay was like, yo, 5 picks for Mikal
Yeah,
Bridges wasn't even an All Star.
yeah.
Yeah, then you got Towns, which
That
was crazy because
looking back at that Towns trade, man, that was a great trade. That was a great trade for the Knicks.
yeah, honestly, it was a good trade both sides. I mean, people look at Randall as a bum after the Spurs series. But I was like, he played against the league's best defense, but Randall was solid for the T Wolves, and like Dante was really good for the T Wolves. Before the Achilles injury. So,
But I mean, look, they
but
already shipped Randall out, so they got a couple years, and they're like, yeah, we're good,
yeah,
and they re-signed him too. They're like, yeah, we don't want to see any else.
yeah, we're good
Shipped
off
him out
this.
where everyone goes to die now, Brooklyn.
But that man, like the Knicks, bro, like literally, I was watching. So, did you watch it? You watch every game? I'm assuming, like start to
Mhm.
finish.
Yeah,
How was you feeling when it was down 29?
that game was insane. I was watching. It got to halftime, and I'm thinking like, man, all right, well, wrap this game up, get to the next one. And then I'm slowly watching like third quarter. They're like making a little run, and then it's still getting a little away. And I'm like, all right, well, it's still a game, still see, and then slowly, slowly they're creeping. I'm watching. I'm like, okay, this is when they're playing. If you looked at that whole Knicks run, besides blowing out the teams, when they were playing the Spurs, they were always just starting so slow, missing easy shots, making stupid mistakes. Then you get to the third, fourth quarter, and you see them start putting it on. Brunson starts making clutch buckets. People start contributing. So it was just overall watching that series. I think was a win-win for even just NBA fans because that was a great series to watch. The games are coming down to the wire, and
Every
that's
game
what
was
we
to
want
the
to see.
wire, bro. Every
That's what you want to see
game.
for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I predicted OG Anunoby to be Finals MVP, so I was a little off with that. But I don't want to take away from his moment. But imagine how much more crazy it would have been if Brunson hit that three for game over Wimby. Because people
That
saying it
would
was a bad shot. I'm like, Brunson was going crazy that fourth quarter. Like,
mhm.
he was feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
If you saw, he was attacking Wemby too. He was getting
That's
his
what I'm
shots
saying.
off.
Literally.
Yeah,
He made one over him before that. So I was like, I mean, I'm not going to kill Brunson for it. Because if people want to kill somebody after they miss a shot, but if he would have made it, we would never talk about how it's a bad shot. I'd be like, man, he's going crazy.
exactly.
So
You got that. What if? What not? So yeah. But I mean, the way Brunson played the whole playoff run, that dude was on another level, and he wanted that win, man. You could tell he wanted that.
you can tell, man, when they got that, I was like, yeah, there's no way. Unless
45
LeBron,
piece
jeez.
in the last game. I
That's what
mean,
I'm
yeah, he
saying.
was he was putting up
On the
like more points than
road.
the whole team.
On the road. And I mean, hey, we can say it now too, because the series is over. But you could tell the NBA was trying to make the call. They were trying to extend that series every game, like every game, bro. It was like
Hey, they brought in Scott Foster, bro, the extender. That's the extender right there.
I thought it was over. I was nervous because literally, bro, what was it? Damn, was it game four or game three? I think it may have been the game they lost, but when they was in foul trouble, they was already in the bonus in like 10 minutes of the third quarter. I'm like, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
NBA Finals, and we're already in the bonus. Like, come on, man.
I thought
It,
I thought they're swaying a little more towards the Spurs, but I mean, of course, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm gonna say that, but I feel like they actually let them play though. It was a really physical finals. It's probably the most physical series I've seen in a minute. Because
yeah, in a while,
the
it's like
past few years
2000
has
level
been
physical.
so whistle happy. People want to call a foul over like you touch someone with your finger, but I don't know. They're getting really physical. There's some missed calls, but at the end of the day, Knicks got the chip, so you can't really complain too much about it.
Nah, because if the Knicks would lost that series, it's like, hey, these refs. Because like the Wimbayama push down on Brunson was just notorious.
Yeah, that was
Like
ridiculous.
that's not a basketball play. Like Cash was just running Brunson over. That's not a basketball play. But hey, man, New York, go New York.
They
Hey,
got it done, bro. They got it
go
done.
New York, man. Like
Yeah,
even hopefully in our lifetime they continue to win more championships, but they don't, man. Like this year was so special, bro, because like nobody believed in them.
definitely.
Nobody and, like when they was down 2-1 to the Hawks, nobody believed in them, man.
Mhm. Even before
So
they were making comparisons to the year before, saying the Knicks went on that run before the playoffs last year, and everyone's like, oh, New York's ready. They're gonna get to the finals, but going into the playoffs this year, they're saying like, oh, this is not the same team. They're not as dominant. They're not making the same run they're making last year. So everyone was a little iffy right before the playoffs even started. But I mean, I don't know. I was always confident. You bring back the same group of people you had make the playoffs last year, you're gonna have similar results if you're all connected for the greater good of the squad. And I
exactly.
think they were.
And everybody was healthy too. Like that's the big thing. It's hard to win
Hmm.
a championship if you're not healthy.
Definitely.
So I will say shout out, man, because I said almost a year ago on here, I was like, I have the Knicks making the finals. I didn't say the winning the finals, but I said I had the Knicks making the finals. And back in I think March, I was like, if the Knicks play the Spurs, I'm gonna take the Knicks. If they play the Thunder, I'll take the Thunder. Just 'cause I thought the Thunder matched up better with New York. But I was like, the Spurs, hell of a team. Obviously, they're second best team in the Western Conference. But you gotta think, bro. Like the Knicks matched up well with them because they have real forwards. Like the Spurs, four of their five best players were all point guards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
The runs
Fox,
are juice.
Castle, Harper, and
Hmm.
Vassell. Like these are all like guys. It's not that big. You like OG Anunoby's like he's grown. That's a man right there. Like Mikal Bridges is like
Big
what
body
six
right
six
there.
six seven. Yeah. Like Josh Hart got size on him. Like Towns got. So I was like, hey, like play all them guards you want to, man. And look. every game. Like the rebounds mattered, defense mattered, the block on De'Aaron Fox. Like how many guys become De'Aaron Fox? So I don't know, man.
I think they might be regretting that. But I mean, I was looking at the series too before it even started. Like the way the Knicks played the Spurs in the regular season,
They beat
they
him
beat them
twice.
twice. They won the cup against them. So I mean, I saw that 2-1 record. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be that far off what everyone thinks it is.
People thought
I mean,
they was gonna get swept, bro. They thought it was gonna get swept. I'm like, what? Are we even watching basketball? Like they didn't. I can't remember if it was this year or last year, but I know Brunson gave him 60. Like with Wimby in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? And Brunson isn't the guy taking 23s either. Like that was all buckets.
yeah, he
So
gets to his spots, bro. He's a good mid range shooter, and that's what he likes.
that's
He
what I'm
likes either getting
saying.
straight to the bucket or getting a little fadeaway. But yeah, I mean, that was just a great run. And then the confidence that the Knicks must have had going into the series, like you won what was it, 13 games in a row, 12 games in a row. You swept two teams back to back. Like the Spurs were playing a full series, a full 7 games just to get into the finals. The Knicks were already resting. So I think having that momentum going in there definitely helped them out too. You know, they went up 2-0 away, which was huge.
Which is crazy. Nobody had him
Yeah.
doing that. So I was ready. I was really hoping, like after game two, I was like, please sweep the Spurs. Like it would have if they would have swept the Spurs, game four would have been the craziest game. Because
Oh
not
yeah.
only would you have the OG and Anobi tip, but you also that would have been the tip to win the championship.
Hmm.
But hey, going down to San Antonio, quiet in the crowd, man. Hey, can't be mad at that. So
Nah, definitely not.
shout out New York, and it's already crazy because I was looking at some of the gambling odds earlier, and the Knicks aren't the favorite to make it out of the finals. I'm like, bro, like what do we we just went through this, but
Right.
nobody believed in them, and it's already like repeated. Not even a
I
full
think they
month into the
actually put
finals.
the Celtics over the Knicks
The
for their
Celtics,
finals next
yeah,
year.
the
Yeah.
Celtics
I think
before the
one
Giannis
was
trade, the Celtics was
OKC.
like plus one something.
Yeah, one was OKC, two was Spurs, three was Celtics. I think the Knicks were like fourth or fifth. Like, how you gonna disrespect the squad that just won it all? And they
Defending champs,
dominated the
bro.
East. So
And I love
it's
the
gonna
fact
be
that
interesting.
people keep saying they didn't play anybody. I was like, we need to flip it. Like, it didn't matter who the Knicks was playing. Like, they would have beat everybody in the Eastern Conference this past season.
Definitely.
Like, the Cavs were what? Were the Cavs the fourth seed? It may have been the fifth seed. But it's crazy. I know, like, Detroit played them really tough in the regular season, so that would have been a little iffy, but Detroit was about to beat, not this Knicks.
No,
Not this Knicks, man.
they're
Because
still
Detroit
they're
couldn't
still a
score.
couple pieces away, but they're definitely gonna be the team to beat pretty soon. I
You know,
think once they get some more pieces around Cade, because that dude is a dog.
yeah. They traded Beef Stew earlier, so I was,
Hmm. They're trying to
we'll
unload
see.
some cap because they got big contracts coming up. You think
I
Jalen
prayed it.
Duren gonna get that max?
If
That
I
dude was a shell in the playoffs, man. What the hell? I'm
if
a
I
I'm a
was
Jalen Duren fan too. I saw him dominate a regular season. I'm like, oh, he's about to start cooking. That man was nowhere to be found, bro. You need a map to find him.
Wendell Carter Jr. defended him really well, that's not a knock on WCJ. WCJ is a good player, but he made WCJ like a DPOY, like a legitimate DPOY, bro. So I don't.
The man was
Me
getting backup
personally
center
though,
stats.
if it's me, I'm like Jalen Duran. Like we will max you out a year from now. If you have the season you had last year and you actually look relevant in the playoffs, like I'll gladly give you a max. But if not, then you gotta go get your contract and I'll match whatever. If we
I agree
like the
with
deal,
that.
I'll match it. But you already know they're gonna pay him because it's like, oh, like we drafted him this high. We can't just let him walk for nothing. Like, I hate when teams do that, man. Like
Probably second
I
best player on the squad, to be honest. Though I mean, they're still building. So
yeah, like I just don't understand why would you max him out and now you're like limiting your cap flexibility. Because what if Durant goes the opposite way? Like I'm not saying it's gonna be Ben Simmons, but that was like a really rough. It wasn't like just one series. It was a rough two series. Like I guess the Cavs he looked pretty bad too. Which the Cavs
yeah,
had a better defense, but it was rough, man. Rough series
yeah,
for
that's what
Durant.
I'm saying, bro. Shout out Brunson. People don't take pay cuts anymore, man. It's big when you want to get a team, when you know you can get a team around you. I think more people should have that mentality. I mean, I know you got to make your bag, obviously, but if you want to go out there and win, You got to be able to sacrifice a little bit.
And think about it, bro. Imagine we're about to enter the territory where guys finna start making 65, 70 million a year. And I was talking to my boy about this earlier. I was like, I could promise you, there's gonna be no team with a guy making 70 million that's gonna win the championship. Because they're not gonna have like they'll have like three or four good players on that team, and everybody else will be like
Not unless
minimum.
he's like the second coming of LeBron and you surround some people with rookie
Yeah,
deals on him. But yeah, that's just not going to happen.
like Jalen Brown was eligible for a 2 year, $150 million extension, and it's like if you're the Celtics, like you really can give Jalen Brown's a hell of a player, but 75 million a year. I
You
think
can't
Booker signed that extension. I think he signed like a 2 year 150. I'm like, what are we doing? And Devin Booker's like OD skill, but you
you
can't win a
can't build
championship with
around
Devin Booker making 50 million, like let alone
yeah
75.
you can't build
So
around two people anymore. It's not like back in the day. You need a balanced squad, and the NBA is getting big again too. So you also need big players again. That's cool to
yes,
see. Honestly, it's kind of came like full circle. You had that small ball era with Harden and the three analytical era, but now it's kind of getting more towards you want bigs on the floor. You want big bodies.
you want bigs, you want wings with size, bigger
Hmm.
point guards. So I don't know, man. We'll
It's
see where it
interesting.
goes.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
talking about big men, 2 days ago, right before midnight, the Milwaukee Bucks sent Giannis Antetokounmpo to Miami Heat, bro. What was your thoughts on that trade? Did you think he was gonna go there? Or you think he's gonna go Boston, or you thought like it was all just smoke?
I thought I heard the Boston rumor a few days before, and I could see it happening, but I guess they just weren't offering enough of what Milwaukee wanted. But all I know is my reaction to that trade is I'm about to suit up for the Miami Heat next season and play point guard.
Both of us, bro. They only got
They
nine
have
guys right
no
now,
bodies, no bodies, man. They got enough for a starting five, and then they got to figure it out.
and that's assuming Norman Powell resigns. If Norman Powell leaves, like they
They're
have
not
no
going to have
spacing.
enough cap room to re-sign him. He's going to get a bag. Norman Powell's for the last like 4 or 5 years, he's been consistent. That dude is like a 20 point per game score, and that's big. That's big for a team. I mean, if I'm him, I'm either taking the bag or I'm signing on a team that I know, I got a good chance of making a deep run. So
Norman Powell too. It's kind of crazy that he's on the Raptors, wins a championship. He's a great player, and then did he go to Clippers first?
now he went to Portland.
He goes to Portland.
They ran
Beside,
Portland ran Dame, CJ, and Norman Powell at the
yes,
three. The most disgusting lineup
all
I've
under
ever
like
seen.
6'4" guys. And but even with
They,
Portland, he was still pretty good though.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
he was
like
still
Portland's
good.
like hey that's when he went to Clippers, right?
Hmm.
And the Clippers is like he was damn near also with the Clippers.
Hmm.
He gets traded to Miami. He actually makes the All Star team, and Miami's just like, yeah, we're not gonna. We just
They're
don't
like,
got the
no,
money
we
for
want
you,
we
bro.
want Giannis and nobody else on the team, bro. Just put Giannis out there by himself. He'll be alright.
It was so weird last year with the Heat because it was like even against the Hornets in the playing game, Spo didn't want to play him and Hero together. Like, yeah, you guys are great offensively, but defensively we're gonna get killed, which
Hmm.
was valid. But it was just weird that Norman Powell did get more run when they needed offense in that game. So
Ever since Miami lost Jimmy and their role players, Struce, Vincent, Caleb Martin, like they've been stuck in mediocrity for the past like 3 or 4 years, and it's just like now. I mean, they're making a win now trade, but they don't even have enough to win now.
so defensively they should be like a top three team, right? With Davion Mitchell, Wiggins, Giannis, Bam, insert whoever the fifth starter is. But offensively, this is about to be some ugly basketball offensively. Unless Bam Adebayo is like, hey, I'm actually gonna take 20 shots a game, which Bam Adebayo doesn't care about scoring. So hopefully now, like, hey, outside of Giannis, we really have no scoring unless Wiggins becomes what he was in Minnesota, but we haven't seen that in like
Yeah,
8 years. You know what I'm saying? So that
he had that
team,
little
bro, is
rejuvenation with Golden State, but yeah, I'm curious to see what the rotation is gonna look like once the season starts. You're gonna have to sign a lot of minimums.
they traded for Giannis and their championship likeliness went up to 7%. You know how
Yeah,
crazy that is? Like
I
you
mean
traded
Giannis
for
is
one
still
of the
talented.
greatest.
Don't get me wrong. When he's on the court, I do not want to be in that man's way. But it's just he's been getting hurt.
Then that's the thing too, right? Because Giannis wins championship 21, and then 22. I think they lost to Boston in the second round, and then 23. I think the Heat was the issue that upset him as a one
Mm,
seed. It's just been like he hasn't made it to the second round. Hasn't made it to the second round in what 4 years, and now it's like you joining the Heat, but I'll say let's say they're better than Boston. I won't be biased. They're not better than the Knicks. They're not better than the Pistons, at least like team wise, and they're not better than Cleveland on paper in the regular season. In the playoffs, I don't know who I'll take, but on paper, the Cavs should be a better regular season team. That's three teams right there, bro. And now it's like there's a lot of hype by the Pacers. We'll see. I'm not
bring
gonna do
back
that right
Alec.
now, but the Sixers look like world beaters against the Celtics. So maybe if you play the Embiid could be healthy. You know what I'm saying? If you're buying the hype in Washington with Trey Young, DeBansa, Anthony Davis, Alexander Sarr, Kashawn George, there's some teams out there, man. If you think, hey, this is the year that Magic could be fully healthy, like on paper, the Magic's better than Heat on paper. So
Mm.
we'll see, man. We'll see. But
It's gonna be an interesting year for sure.
I thought the three-team trade where you send Jalen Brown to Portland, Portland send back pieces and draft picks to Milwaukee, and Giannis go to Boston was the better deal. But it seemed like the only deal that Milwaukee was looking at was a straight up like one team trade with the Celtics instead of doing three-team trade, which
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think Milwaukee got a decent return, but it's gonna be at least like 4 or 5 years before they start getting really competitive again.
Yeah, because even if they flip Hero, it's like you flip Hero for what? Maybe a first round pick or 2 seconds. Like
Right.
nobody's gonna give it like a real young guy with upside for Tyler Hero. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, you know what you're getting
And
with Tyler Hill. You're getting a great scorer, but shell on defense, kind of like Lamelo.
it's with the Tyler Hero. I don't. Is it safe to say he went from being overrated to underrated, or you think he's just, or you think he's properly rated?
I think he's probably rated. I mean, he's a great scorer, great shooter,
Yeah,
but he's kind of just one of those guys where you can't really build a team around him. He's kind of just like a complementary piece, like someone you get on a squad where you have that guy. You have like a few pieces. I
guess
thought
we'll
he could
see.
grow into that person, but he kind of just like stayed the same. So
You thought he could be a guy like on a real team or like a top three guy?
I think he the way his trajectory was going, a few years ago, I thought, man, sky's the limit for him.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah,
all right. I praise
yeah,
Tyler Hero because it seemed like remember when they tried to trade for Dame Lillard, Portland was like Tyler. We need more than just Tyler Hero. They tried to trade for Kevin Durant. It was like we need more than Tyler Hero. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like Tyler Hero. Obviously, I wouldn't trade Tyler Hero for like a better player. But Tyler Hero, he's more than just a second round pick. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I'm not
I
gonna
would
like
agree.
he could average 20. Like if he was with the Bucks his full season, he could average 25 a game. It
Oh
might be
yeah,
a like a semi ugly 25 per game because how ball dominant he could be at times. But he could average like 25 and 5 with Milwaukee, and they'll win like 20 games. But 'cause that team is bare bones, bro. If Kevin
yeah,
Porter Jr. doesn't resign, like, that's like a bare bones team.
exactly.
So well, we'll see, man. Shout out to the Heat though. I guess they got that guy, Giannis, Bam, and friends. Man, I don't know what that does for the Heat. Like I don't even know. In theory, they should be a playoff team, but I can easily see them be
They'll be
like a
just where
seventh.
they were, bro. They'll be cusp
Like
of
in the
the
playing
play.
tournament.
Yeah,
Are you
yep,
standing with that right now, bro?
yeah.
Sheesh. They can't be
I
top
mean, I
six,
don't think. I
man.
mean, I don't think they'll be like a 9 or 10, but 7 or
Like
eight.
7, 8. Okay.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
What if they trade for John Morant? Same thing. I don't know how the hell they
What do
get
they
John
have to
Morant.
trade though? They don't.
I
They
don't
don't
know how
have
they get
any.
John.
They don't have any. They don't have any picks to sweeten the deal anymore. They
Bro,
would have to give up they would have to give up Bam basically, and be like, okay, we're just gonna have John Giannis. I mean, there's nothing they could really give.
well, talking about point guards being traded. I texted Nick early this morning. I'm like, what did I just wake up to? Why am I seeing LaMelo and the Hornets are engaged in trade talks, bro? And then what happened? I think like 8 o'clock. I don't ever, you never see a trade go down that early. That trade was probably agreed to last night, by the way. And they was gonna wait till the morning. to announce it, but damn, Lamelo Ball going to Minnesota, the most exciting player the Hornets had in a very long time.
Yep.
And you look at that trade because when I got the first notification, it said Lamelo Ball and Josh Green going to Timberwolves for Nas Reed and 4 picks. I was like, oh wow, they got 4 picks for Lamelo Ball. No, it's 3 pick swaps, and I'm like, Charlotte. In what world would you want swaps for the Timberwolves? Who are gonna be better than you for the next 4 years, if not more? Like they literally just gained 1 first round pick, Nas Reed, bro.
Yeah.
And Nas Reed's a skilled player, but like there's a reason he was never full time starter with the Timberwolves. And now it's like he comes to Charlotte. They don't need fours. They needed a center. How you feel about that trade, man? How did you feel about the Lamelo to Minnesota?
I mean, I love watching Lamelo, bro.
He's fun,
He's a
man.
fun player to watch, man. He's a fun
Yeah.
player. But you got to think Charlotte knows something that we don't because he's only 24. He just played his longest year since he was an All Star nod. I mean, they got to know something. I don't know. And it's really risky. Minnesota betting all that on him. I mean, granted they didn't give up a lot, but still, it's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, Lamelo will definitely make Ant's life easier, but that dude on defense, he cannot defend, and you're gonna have to try to cover him. Like cover him up whenever they're playing. So, um, I think for Charlotte, I don't know. I guess they just gave up. I mean, yeah, they got the pick, but they're right back to where they were before they even built this team. They just came off the exciting playing run, and watching them in the second half of the season after the All Star break, they're one of the best. They were the eighth best offensively rated team in the league, better than the Timberwolves. And I thought they were just gonna keep that core together. Add a few pieces, kind of re-up, retool, and do a little better off of that momentum this year. But I don't know. I guess it's opening it up for Khan and for Brandon. And I mean, they still got a decent squad. They re-signed Kobe White, but they're definitely going to take a hit back this year for sure.
So I guess if you're the Hornets, there's a few things you're looking at. Like you said, one, this is the second most games he played. His second most away than the most he played in his career. Two, they probably didn't buy the hype from last season because there's no way you buy the hype from last season. It's like what we did the second half of the year, and imagine having a full year of that. They would have made the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
not the play in, they would have made the playoffs. And another thing is Brandon Miller had actually had a pretty good year last year, and I guess now was the expectation that with Lamelo being gone, it either forces him to get the ball even more. And in theory, he should be like a Patience Paul George esque player.
Hmm.
Hopefully that's true because if not, this trade could look very. If Lamelo Ball can actually be healthy for the Timberwolves, which is a big if, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not perfect, but if he can actually stay healthy for Timberwolves, and then Brandon Miller doesn't develop into what they think he's gonna develop into, this trade is gonna look bad.
Right.
Especially when you consider like they didn't get picks, they got swaps,
Right.
and it's it's a tough sell. But I think another way for the Hornets to look at this, bro, is you look at the Hawks last year with Trey Young and without Trey Young. With Trey Young, they were very underwhelming. Without him, they became one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference by playing team by committee. So I guess you think Brandon Miller is your version of Jalen Johnson. This is your new piece. Cock and nipple. Hopefully, he's the guy we saw up to March, not after March, because after March, he shot like
Yeah.
you and I shot in the NBA. And I guess
Got
you
a little
hope
stage
Nas
fright.
Reed. I hope you got Nas Reed got like another gear, man. Like the Kobe White extension. I like Kobe White. Kobe White's from Wilson, Chapel Hill guy. But $74 million seemed pretty steep for a guy that when y'all traded for him, y'all was like, this is gonna be our sixth man. Now he's gonna be your starter. But
I mean, he was getting a solid. He averaged 15 while he was there. I mean, I guess piggybacking off of your point, that's kind of what they want. They want more of a committee. It seems like because
exactly,
Lamelo was running the show, and yeah, he was doing his thing, but sometimes they're living or dying by his game and by his play. So I think now That would definitely help to develop the rest of the people on the squad. I mean, now that they got Nas Reed too, they have solid big men now. You know, you have the center they drafted, Ryan, with the his
Yeah,
long last
The
name.
German guy.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
pretty solid, and then you got Diabate, who was great, and you know you got kind of flexibility of what you could do. So
they
I
definitely
think
have the bigs where it's like, hey, we need a big to go out there and playmate like the rookie they just drafted, or we need a big to just be energy, hustle, rebound, and screens. Like Diabate, um, I think Ryan, the rookie center from last year, he can shoot a little bit. So I mean, they got different options. It would be nice to like all those options just to one player instead of having like three or four guys. But
yeah, yeah.
we'll see, man. The Buzz City not buzzing as much as it was last year, but it's safe to say, bro, I'm gonna go. The Hornets, I won't make the playoffs this upcoming season, which
Nah,
is
I think
tragic,
they'll
man,
get
because it was
blown.
right there last
Yeah,
year.
I agree. I thought they were gonna make it over the hump this year, and then that bombshell happened. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out for both teams.
I do like his. Did you watch the Timberwolves versus Spurs series or not really?
I watched it a little bit.
It seemed like at least from what I was watching, when they was double teaming Edwards, Minnesota had literally nobody else to bring the ball up the floor. I think a lot of people forget that last year they started Dante at point guard, but it was really like Edwards bringing the ball up every possession. So I think you have a Lamelo Ball. Lamelo Ball does a lot of boneheaded stuff. But on the flip side, that boneheaded stuff is he's a very creative player, very creative passer. It's really hard to stay in front of him when he's engaged. So
Offensively, he commands respect too. He's not a bum offensively. He's a
people say
great
he
decision
takes
maker.
bad shots and he still shot like 37% from deep. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine if he's actually like taking like better looks. He'd probably be a 40% shooter. So
And he's probably gonna get more space now. You know, people are gonna game plan around Ant, and he's gonna get his shots up. But it will definitely help Ant for sure. The only problem is now Minnesota's got no bigs. No,
I mean, then
they
now
don't have
but now they
they
could
don't have a
play.
true four. They don't have a true four,
You know,
which is kind of bad for the lineup that they run because if you watch last year, uh, Jay McDaniels, he likes to cover the guards. Even well in the regular season, he was covering like the small forwards, the taller small forwards, but he likes to stay in that kind of area. He's not really a true four, so if you have to move him out to the four, I think you kind of lose some of his defensive ability having him guard like these bigger guys.
so you think they start Lamelo, Ayo, Edwards, McDaniels, Rudy. Okay. I
Yeah,
kind of like Ayo come off the bench for them, man.
I do too, but I don't know. I don't really know much about their bench. I mean,
So
they have. I love Terrence Marshall Jr. I think he's a great player. I think if they slid him into the three, have Io come off the bench for that scoring. I think the way that he played this run where he got subbed in with all the injuries, I thought he did good offensively. But then
yeah, he had like a
defensively, it's like
some good games against the Nuggets too.
yeah.
Yeah,
But then
so
defensively, you know, I don't know how good he is. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see kind of how they manage that lineup. And, you know, free agency is still around the corner. I don't know if there's like any huge names coming out, but
nah, the best player. I mean, LeBron James, but LeBron James not going to Minnesota. but imagine. But I'm trying to think. This free agency is pretty much it's pretty dead, man. Because you got to think even the best guards. It was Trey Young, obviously, McCollum, James Harden as a player option, and
Reeves re-signed
Kobe
already.
Kobe White was the fourth best guard.
Yeah,
Reeves resigned, so now it's like for the guards, it's like Harden and Simons. And shout out Ed Simons, you know, Ed Simons is a hell of a player, but and then the bigs is like I think Aiton, Porzingis maybe. I don't
I
know,
think
man.
Mitchell Robinson's he's a free agent, but I feel like he's gonna resign. I'm hoping he resigns with the Knicks,
You
but
think they'll open up the check for him?
I don't know. I don't think he's a starting center salary kind of guy though.
You don't think nobody throws a bag at him?
Somebody
Call
will,
themselves. Yeah.
somebody will because of his rebounding. But
His offensive rebounding is huge, man.
mhm,
So
that was a huge
Rob
help during
Williams
the
too.
whole season.
If I'm Minnesota, it kills your space in there, but I would look at Rob Williams. You know.
That's not a bad look.
Solid guy. Yeah.
Yeah, good
If I'm
defender too.
Boston, maybe get Rob Williams back in Boston. Hey,
That's what
so
they're missing, bro. They're missing that dominant presence, dominant defensive presence at the five.
Boston should have never traded Simons for Vukovic, man.
Yeah,
Because it was like, bro, like I mean, Vukovic, he's not a bad player, but like they needed another like shot creator, ball handler in Boston, man. Because like Derek White just he forgot to shoot for the entire year, and it looked even worse in the playoffs, bro. I was like, damn, like this is my guy too, but Simon's the guy. He could go into a game and get a quick 10, 15 points, but we'll see, man. I'm high. Like for me, we'll talk more about this in future videos, but and I might be glazing Lamelo. But I kept saying like, hey, the Timberwolves need another point guard. They need another guard, another guard, another guard. I was pushing for them to get John Morant. 'Cause I think you could kind of buy low on John Morant right now. But them getting LaMelo, who's looked better the past 2 seasons than Ja, because Ja's been just going through it. I think the Timberwolves could be the third best team in the West Conference. Like I thought last year they could have beat the Spurs if they was healthy. Like
yeah.
they lost in 6 games with Edwards on one leg. So
They had a pretty
it's
winless
not a
run.
stretch. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I think Lamelo's playmaking is one of the probably top 10 in the league. Honestly,
Top
he's a
five.
yeah, he's a great playmaker,
Yeah.
and he garners a lot of attention. So I think watching that duo is going to be fun for sure.
Oh, I can't wait to watch the Wolves play, man. Like, hopefully, don't be playing at 10 o'clock every night, but it's like the weekend games, I'm gonna be catching them, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's about to make life like really easy for like Rudy too, like
Hmm.
just lobs, like little pick and roll action. So
He's great at that too. He was in the 99th percentile the past 3 years pick and rolls. So only
yeah,
worse
man,
than Brunson, which is yeah, that's
that's
big
crazy.
numbers right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, man. You got anything about any predictions right now? So wait, who did you say earlier? You said ah, I'll clip it when I get back to it. But you said somebody earlier. You said I think you said Heat wouldn't be. They won't
Oh,
be top. They
nah,
won't be
he
top
won't be
six.
7 or 8. They'll be 7 or 8. Yeah.
You said he for sure in the play-in tournament with
Hmm.
Giannis and Bam.
Hmm.
Do you know who has scored the second most points in the game?
Bam,
Bam Adebayo.
bro. If he does that every game, I mean they're winning the whole thing.
So hey, well I think you step that. I'll step. I'm gonna step the Wolves, man. Wolves top 4 team next year. They'll have home court in the first round, bro.
I like that.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, go New York, go Knicks. Hey, man. Hey, go Canes too, man. Hey, there we
Yeah,
go.
big
Yes,
year.
sir. Big
Hey,
year for your
USA moving
teams.
on to the next round in the World Cup too. It's looking nice.
America, baby. All right,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Let's
Till
go.
next time, man. Appreciate you.
All right, bro. Yep.